All right, we're at Nautilus and Bushard. I don't think it's a broken fire extinguisher, but water is just pouring out. It's flooding the whole street here. You guys probably can't see it, but it's flooding the whole street down here. Yeah, you won't be able to pick it up in my camera, but the whole street's flooded on. Pretty much. Oh, yeah, you guys can't even pick it up. So I came from those in Huntington Beach. I just did come from, there was a call on Slater. Yeah, there's a guy out here right now. Hey, Riggs. I was about ready to call you Biggs. We had an accident a few months back right here. But anyways, the water's totally coming out of the road here. It doesn't look like it's water's pouring out, flooding the whole street. So I just came back from Slater and everyone's favorite area, over off Slater and Queens area, Cypress. Everyone's got a nickname for it. So when I got there was a lot of police there. Those who had been in that area, there's no parking whatsoever. The fire department showed up and looks like they transported someone, but I have no idea what the call was. I couldn't find any parking. Eventually I did find parking. Then when I walked over there, there was nothing left unless I went down the wrong street. Everyone already left. And there appeared to be a fire engine, a second set of fire engines, and paramedics staging. Yeah, a lot of water. I don't know if you guys can pick it up. Damn. Yeah, they're not sure what's going on here. This is Bushard and Nautilus, I believe. But I filmed something here before. I mean, they had all the tape up here. I believe it was a car wreck. It hit like a pole or something. Or was that the accident with, remember the not street workers, but the people cut the trees and their truck got nailed? It could have been that accident. Yeah, you guys won't be able to pick it up, and it's totally flooded the whole. Oh yeah, it's going all the way across the street now. This whole street is flooded. But you work today, man? Riggs, you work today? Yeah, I thought I'd drive this way. I saw investigation, and then they do have the street all shut off at, I believe, only one way maybe, over at Bushard and Adams. They just shut the street down. I don't know if they got it both ways shut down. That's a lot of water coming out. Not sure if the fire department's leaving, someone else is going to handle this shit. Yeah, it's coming out pretty good, the water here. I'm trying to think if I went to any accidents today. Oh yeah, we did film one. Over off of Edwards and maybe it was Edwards and Slater, 2 vehicle accident. One was transported. I didn't see what the injuries were. Oh yeah, I better move. I'm stuck in here. The water's everywhere now. Building up. It's coming out good. My feet are gonna be soaking wet. Yep, there goes my feet. Yeah, I have a Facebook page that goes by Wright Street Media, WRIGHT Street Media. I'm gonna post pictures on there. Now, if anybody wants to talk about any police activity or emergency activity, they can talk on there. Yeah, completely flooded. Nautilus, I believe it's called. Damn it, I don't want to get in the water. Yeah, someone on the Citizen app posted the helicopter was circling over off of Slater and Queen Street area. So I went over there, and they just tons of police cars. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's leaking from. It's not coming direct.
They said it's the main water line.
Oh, the main water line? All right, thanks.
That makes a little separate set up.
You remember there was an accident right there not too long ago?
There was?
Yeah, it was the guys that cut the trees were working on the side of the road, and a car crashed right into them. But yeah, they had something was wrong with the telephone lines, not the telephone lines, but they had it all blocked off exactly like this too. Yeah, so someone just told me it's the main water line. Let's see if this guy wants to go haul ass. Where I live, the streets get flooded when it rains, so people like to go through it real fast. Yeah, so this guy's trying to turn it off, I believe. All the water's coming up on the sidewalk too. Yeah, I did film. Oh, I didn't film it. I just took pictures of a couple of people getting hit on e-bikes. I just don't like filming those for whatever reason. Most of the time, they're kids getting hit. But I did post pictures on my Right Street Media page on Facebook. Yeah, the water's going all the way across on Bushard. So, Huntington Beach. Looks like city of Huntington Beach is here trying to shut off the water. But they still got traffic going one way. Yeah, the only it showed an investigation. It originally showed 2 fire engines, but then only 1 came. So I thought I'd come over here over off bushard and Nautilus and Huntington Beach and check it out. You never know what investigation means. It can be. There's sometimes I've gone to investigation, ends up being some type of police scene. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a new phone soon here. The one I got right now that I'm filming is all right, but I want to film my other phone. They're both Samsung 24s. I'm gonna pick up a Samsung 25 because one of them the camera's not working good on it. The pictures are blurry, milky looking. Yeah. Yeah, that city truck worker's driving more down the street now. Someone on a bicycle said it was a main power line, not power line, but main water line that's leaking. And so they do got it shut off down here at Bushard and Adams. Just the southbound lanes. Yeah, the phone I'm using right now to film with, it was out of storage. I was like, why isn't my video like no one's the one where I went to the scene where the kid lost his life in Santa Ana. I know people don't really watch my videos, but it was like showing no one like watching it, and that turned out I had like no storage left on my phone. It was 99% full, so I started like cutting some of the older videos on Prism. I used a Prism app that filmed live. So I've been cutting those out to create more storage. But yeah, we're at Nautilus Drive and Bushard Street here in Huntington Beach. Someone said it's the main water line. So I don't know if this guy but the city worker has to go there's all different areas where you have to try to shut the water off. It's still flowing out pretty good. We did have another accident over off Warner and Lynn Street, but I decided not to go because it cleared the paramedic was cleared right away, so I decided not to go to that one. Kind of dangerous. Those that live down there, that particular area, Warner and Lynn and Warner and Sim Street, there's a lot of accidents in that area. Yeah, I've already seen the city worker down the street go in a couple areas already. Like I said in an earlier video, when there was 2 police chases in Huntington Beach, what originally came up was they showed an accident at 5th, traffic accident at 5th Street and PCH. I'm like, it's not going to be nothing. Usually the accidents right there, they're not too bad, so I decided not to go. Then the accident popped up in Sunset Beach. It just says traffic collision, so you have no idea there was a police chase. But it said water rescue. It said water rescue, not traffic collision. And I was going to it, but I left my DoorDash app on, and I ended up getting a $36 order going to Garden Grove, so I had to take the money. But if I knew, I should have went. I know one of the news channels were there. All they showed was basically a Prius on the flatbed already. All I know, someone told me there's a guy on the bike here. He said with the main water line. And then I asked a lady here who's filming probably on Sunday. She's been filming for a few minutes. She goes, "It's not the fire hydrant." I asked her if it was the fire hydrant. But it appears the city worker has to go to 7 areas and probably shut the water off. So it's probably taking a few minutes. But this Nautilus Drive is completely flooded now. Unfortunately, it doesn't come out good in camera. Yeah, I filmed an accident right here. It was like a guy went on the wrong side of the road and hit those workers that cut the trees here and hit the truck. And I remember the power company had to come out. And they end up taping this whole area off because I don't know if there's down wires or if a pole got hit. So I'll probably just stick around for another minute. I'm going to try to see if we can find any more calls. Let me double check out in Westminster. Actually it was Garden Grove. I'm going to check something in Garden Grove. Yeah, originally at 727 in Garden Grove, a structure fire call came across. I was going to drive to it, but luckily I didn't. And the call ended up only being 30 minutes. There is a worker going this way. Yeah, when I'm doing DoorDash deliveries, I'm all over the place. I come this way all the time too. Man, I was literally by that call. I don't know if anybody followed it. I don't know if anybody posted on Facebook, but on the Citizen app, someone said, hey, there's a helicopter circling. I guess I go check it out. There's a whole bunch of police officers there over off Slater and Cypress Street or Queen Street in that particular area. Those that are familiar with it, a lot of police officers, but it looks like someone said they heard someone, hey, surrender. So when I got there, I go, was there a standoff? People didn't know what was going on. But I don't even know how people live down there. There's no parking. Hey, Bo, turn your headlights on. You're not special. Can you take get a truck and a boogie board? You're on the boogie board. I know people used to do that stuff. There's certain areas downtown that get flooded. A truck will pull someone like on a boogie board. But yeah, I said this Nautilus Drive here is completely flooded. Fortunately, it doesn't come up good in the camera. Pretty much that city worker is all the way down at Indianapolis Street. We'll find out. No, not a sinkhole. No, it appears there's just a main water break. That's what someone said. But there's a fire hydrant right there, and I asked the lady if it was coming from the fire hydrant, and she said it wasn't the fire hydrant. I think it just, something broke. Yeah. But we're at Nautilus Drive. We're on Bushard, right at where I'm sitting is Nautilus Drive. We're just south of Adams. I'm sorry, yeah, south of Adams. We're in between Indianapolis and Adams. I believe the city worker is coming back now. Yeah, appeared the city worker. The city worker in his truck passed us right up, but the water's still coming out, I believe. Yeah, I'm probably going to end this video in a minute. If not, we're just watching water flow, kind of a waste of time. Let me check who's out tonight and if anybody's out in LA and Bakersfield, if they're live. I know Chasing Reality with Scott Lane, he mentioned like he was going to come more out on the weekends. Yeah, Chasing Reality with Scott Lane out in LA. If you haven't seen him, I recommended you guys watch him. He's been doing this for 25 years where he's what you see on the news, that's it. Breaking news. Not necessarily him every time, but you see that 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock news in the morning or even in the evening. A lot of his stories are up there. You also can check out Califield Lives in Bakersfield. Recommend watching him also. And those for the First Amendment auditors out in LA. SGV News First is out there. Not sure if is it like Pedo Libre audits. He's usually with SGV. Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna, not much to see here. Just I'm trying to see if the water looks like it's slowing down. They might have got it taken care of here. Let's see. I think the water's slowing down. Yeah, again, this was some type of water main break off in Huntington Beach off of Bushard and Nautilus Drive. Yeah, to me, I believe they not fixed it, but they got it to stop, I believe. Yeah, if you haven't watched me before, I filmed a car wreck exactly right here where those workers cutting the trees here on the street here, doing the landscaping, their monthly landscaping on Bushard, and car, for whatever reason, went on the wrong side of the road and ran right into them. The car was totaled. The workers, they cleaned their truck up and they went right back to work. But there was an issue, I know, they had to block it all off here. I think I cut my video originally, and they taped it all off because there was an issue with the power lines. Yeah, the water appears to not be flowing anymore. And looks like the city worker came back, unless this is a different one. Yeah, I remember they brought another truck in. I believe the owner of the company showed up and they put all their like landscaping tools in another truck. So I'm probably gonna go home. Then I'll just pay attention to Pulse Point. If anything good pops up, I'll go to it. So I'm going to go out, like I said, those people I mentioned that are on YouTube, Califield Lives out Bakersfield. You got Chasing Reality with Scott Lane out in LA. Those that like the First Amendment auditors, SGV News First. Also, maybe Pete, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, Pedo Libre audits. Yeah, so I don't know if we have a news helicopter here right now. Occasionally, if I don't make a video, I'll make like 10, 15, 20-second clips, like 10 of them, and I turn it into like a middleman, and if a news network wants to pick it up, they'll pick it up. It doesn't. I don't turn them in that often, but when I do a YouTube video, I've never. Only one accident made the news when I do. They don't want your YouTube videos. They don't want you. They feel like I'm trying to promote my channel, which I'm not. But we did get one. We did one Channel 5 News, I believe, showed one of my accidents. I just turned in the whole video. I didn't get paid for it. I mean, I wasn't asking for money, but they ended up showing it. I believe it was a Tesla that was kind of up in the air, was on the back of another. No, it was a car was on the back. You guys remember that one off Ellis, I believe? The car was on the back end of a Tesla, sticking it kind of up in the air. Yeah, if that was a news helicopter, they just kept going. All right, guys. Yeah, they got. So I've been keeping in touch with the guy that used to work for. I know a few guys. I don't know them personally, like where I call them every day. Not that I just see them at scenes. They no longer work for OC Hawk, but I do keep in touch with one guy the last couple of days. He'll show me some of his pictures that he posts on Facebook, or some of the accidents he goes to. Yeah, I'm not sure what the two guys I follow that used to work for OC Hawk, I'm not sure who they're working for now. I think one guy's just doing his Facebook thing, but the other guy, I know he's working for some company. So I was just coming back from another scene, and I just saw an investigation. You never know what that means. So I drove down here, and what someone was saying was a water main break here in Huntington Beach at Nautis Drive and Bushard Street. And they do have it closed off, the southbound lanes at Adams and in between Adams and Indianapolis. But the water was flowing pretty good through here down, we can't see it now, but down Nautilus Drive here. The whole street was completely flooded. But it looks like they got it at least shut off for now. So I don't know if they're going to have a city crew come out here and dig it all up. I don't know if people that live down here, if their water is affected at all. All right, I appreciate you guys watching. Always keep your notifications on. You never know when I go live. Again, I'm just an amateur streamer here on YouTube. Filming on my cell phone. I just cover Huntington Beach and some of the surrounding cities. The hardcore, not hard, I don't know what you call it, but anyways, the main area is Huntington Beach. I do a lot of, since I live here in Huntington Beach, and when I'm doing my DoorDash deliveries, I come across a lot of police activity. It just, I think like a main water broke.
Oh, a main water line broke?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, my husband's a pipe layer, so I...
Yeah, anyways, the city worker had it, did something right here. He had to go down farther down the street. I think he had to shut it off in like 3-4 areas. It was flowing real good. That whole street was flooded, but it looks like he got it all turned off. So we're gonna... I live over... No, I don't live right here. I just do social media out here on YouTube.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I live down by Orange and 18th Street. Yeah, that's the thing about this. You never know what calls are. You kind of procrastinate. You're like, I'm not going to that call. And then it turns out you end up missing everything. Like several months back, an Amazon truck over off Bolsa, and another car collided, and 2 people got killed. And I knew the scene. I didn't know what the scene was, but I saw the accident popped up, and I just didn't go to it. And there's been numerous ones like that. You think, or commercial fires, you think it's going to be nothing, and you don't go, and it ends up being a major fire. Just like the one I mentioned yesterday where the car chase ended in Sunset Beach. I was originally going, but then a DoorDash order popped up. I appreciate you guys all watching. Like I said, if anything comes up this evening, I'll go live. I am posting stuff on Facebook, just like pictures. That goes under the Right Street Media. WRIGHT, Street Media. I'm just posting pictures on there of accidents, basically. All right, guys. Don't want to waste your time. I recommend going out there watching. If you got nothing else to do tonight, check out Chasing Reality with Scott Lane out in LA. He's a real funny guy. I love watching him. Califield Lives out in Bakersfield. I like watching him also. You guys have a good night. I appreciate that, Riggs. Yeah, I don't know how all that stuff works. Right now, like when it comes to watch hours, it changes every single day. So I'm only at 3,000 hours. It's been higher. Like if you want to start making money, you got to get to 4,000. But I'm at 3,000. You got to be putting videos out every day, and plus you want to put quality stuff out. I'm a hit or miss if I get quality stuff or not. But I think I have around 1,350 subscribers. I have enough subscribers that I just gotta get my watch hours up, man. I think I can do the super chat stuff, but I haven't really looked into it that much. All right, guys. I'll keep talking here. You guys go out and have a good night. Thank you.